It's 5:51, time for your morning news now. Thousands of students are moving into UWL today. That means traffic headaches for La Crosse. Streets around the university are experiencing heavier traffic. Badger Street, Campbell Road, La Crosse Street, Oakland Street, Pine, Vine, and West Avenue are all closed. Orientation starts tomorrow and classes start on Tuesday. The GET district launches all-day 4K classes for the first time. The district switched from half-day programs last fall based on limited childcare options. Enrollment has increased since the announcement. The district administrator says the expansion helps both parents and students.
The full-day 4K program will allow us to have a more robust early literacy learning, but it will also allow us to provide encore classes like music and library that we wouldn't be able to do with a half-day program.
La Crosse and Tomah area school districts are also offering all-day 4K this year. And a reminder, from new rules to discounts and deals, News 8 Now is your back-to-school resource. Just go to news8000.com and click the back-to-school tab. A former Viroqua area school employee facing sexual assault charges. Ashley Benson is accused of having sexual relations with a student at Cornerstone Christian Academy. Benson worked as a secretary there. Police say the victim was 15 when the relationship started. She's out on a $5,000 signature bond. If convicted, she could face up to 6 years in prison. The man who faked his own death getting 89 days in county jail. That's how long the search for him lasted. Ryan Borgwart is the Wisconsin kayaker who fled to Europe to meet a woman. His disappearance then prompted weeks of searches on Green Lake. Governor Evers announcing new funds to support rural communities. He is touting some block grants. That's a federal program that helps fund rural investments like new fire stations and road repairs. President Trump's recent budget would eliminate that program.
The reason this is really important, this is all federal money, and we distribute it to small villages and townships across the state. This is kind of their one chance, small town Wisconsin, to really get their infrastructure taken care of.
Evers says he hopes the federal government continues to distribute the grants. Congressman Derek Van Orden also in the region visiting the Great Lakes cheese plant. Van Orden says small businesses are the engine of the economy and wants to make sure the federal government is doing what they can to support them.
That's not a building down the street, and Ben doesn't have a job. We have a culture. So dairy farming, the dairy industry is our culture.
The congressman also visited Westby Cooperative Creamery, where they announced a $14 million expansion.
The business is growing. The business is booming. We cannot make enough cottage cheese in our plants or anywhere across the United States.
Westby Cooperative Creamery is the only cottage cheese manufacturer in the state.
Cheese, please. All right, we get into it here. We have a day of morning fog, afternoon sunshine, giving way to some increasing clouds and then some storm activity, maybe a shower or two as well. As we get into the evening and overnight hours, we'll take it into tomorrow as well. About the noon hour, that should all be done. Temperatures continue to rise, possibly up to 77 degrees as we get into tomorrow, with a bit of a cool spot going into Friday, taking us into cool conditions into Saturday, 74 degrees. But look at those numbers bump up for Sunday, 77 degrees, and continuing on Monday as well for your Labor Day. Get out and enjoy it.